Hello everybody! After a failed first attempt, we're redoing the beginning of the Stanley Parable. This is a funny game with a dynamic narrator that just came out on Steam. And if you can see the computers, it's an infinitely looping computer. And then we click the beginning and it says, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. So I think there's a theme of, like, looping in this game. Anyway.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
First time through, I couldn't freaking hear it.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
I didn't pick up another
Orders
person,
came to him through a
says,
monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah. I'm glad he was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so when I say that this is a dynamically narrated game, I mean the commentator actually, he narrates the game based on what you're doing, like in a play-by-play. So whatever you do, you're not bound to what the narrator really says. He comments on what you do, so the game changes as a result of your choices.
So it's like how that shit works.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
How he says
You decided to go to the meeting room.
How he says this reminds me of like how Dr. Seuss books should be read.
He would have a really good Dr. Seuss
like,
voice.
That's how I hear it. I just
Yeah.
read fish.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know where you want to go?
Fuck the system.
Right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm gonna go admire an employee lounge. It's blue! What a change of
Yes,
pace.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Oh, it's gonna be more than a few
Stanley
moments.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You can literally go drink it. Go. See, anything? Oh.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I feel like it.
I feel like it's worth it.
I think. Whoa, that painting looked like it was moving for a second. But I think it was just how it went.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Yes. Everyone just left.
The narrator is insulting me.
I don't think.
The only thing that would make
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I think that's his.
All right.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna give him one more shot because I feel like he's leading into one more dialogue option.
Oh, is he gonna say one more thing? Give him 15 more seconds.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. What a view.
Got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
I think he's done.
I think that's.
Yeah, bored.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Oh, keep going straight.
Nope. Not doing it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey, if you were working for 5 years and all you did was put buttons in the order they were
Oh,
told,
I'd quit. That'd be over. I'd be done.
I would take the opportunity to not follow orders at 1.2.
This is a boring job, dude. I would not be able to do this job.
Those are the pay.
Dude, I really hope this turns into a horror game. That'd be hilarious.
No, it's not a horror game.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Stanley.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why... I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
You all said that?
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
See, my trust for narrators ever since Gladys has been zero.
Wait, I just realized it says danger. Danger everywhere.
Just dangerous. And the whole place is dangerous.
I feel like the game is trying to motivate you to follow his directions, and yet for some reason I have the compelling urge to not follow his directions.
Just go the wrong way.
Just go the wrong way the entire time.
Seems like a
What if you think that's what it is? What if the game ended if you just went straight to the main room?
That would be hilarious.
There are like 20 something endings to this game, so
that's a lot of
there's a crap load of replay value in this. I feel like I'm gonna do it. I might do it twice in this series. Go through one time, just completely disregarding everything he says, and go through the other one, going straight for what everything he says, so that we can see how diverse the game's endings can be.
I feel like this game isn't too long anyway. I feel like it's not too long.
There's an achievement for beating it in less than... I can't remember the exact time. It says it beat it in some time, excluding loading screens. So, and it was short. So
now listen carefully. This is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
He said red door.
He said the red door. I'm gonna take the blue pill.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Hey, look, it's a blue door.
I'm gonna go through the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, I know that's what you want me to do. Alright. White door.
No, that's it.
The blue door! The blue door!
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Trying to get our timer back. There we go.
I was about to say, this is the red door, and he made me walk through it anyway.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
Dude.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
I got you an achievement!
Work
That's
with me.
right!
You give me absolutely nothing
I got that
so
achievement
far.
for hitting the spacebar.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Wait, what
Let's
is...
see, he said to take it for a spin. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go down the orange hallway.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
1.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
1.
No, you know what? You know what?
Oh, you enjoyed that? You
I'm
enjoyed
gonna 5. I like the freedom.
Yeah, E. I'm assuming it's
Aha!
No, it's click.
You see,
Click.
I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
The worldwide leaderboard.
Oh
I can't tell if
gosh.
I can't tell if this is real or not.
2 seconds. What?
He beat it in 2 minutes.
No, it's
Oh.
not. I don't think it's no.
21.3% of players skip the intro sequence. Only the worst 3% of players.
Stanley
The worst
427.
3% of players chose the blue door.
That's not true. You know that's not true.
How long does it take you to get to the correct door? Compete against others to improve your Stanley score.
Stanley 427 is online. He's 9.
This is me. I have 9,328.
Why not ask some friends for help? Aaron's
Nine-
friends list was empty.
9,328 out of 9,328 players worldwide. A dead rat is above me. And this is your superior.
This game.
Dude, that's freaking cool.
That's hilarious.
Can
Well,
can you save it? Can you save it?
you know what? Next time on the Stanley Parable, we see what's behind door number 3 again. Thank you for tuning in so far. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.